Now, finally, let's look a little bit on the process. You need a process when you're going to work. You need a process that is better than the one our three friends had in their scenario. In general, we can say a process is a set of activities or tasks that produces a specific output. And a very important activity in concurrent design processes are the sessions. And a session, like I said before, is a kind of workshop where project participants work together to reach defined goals. And your main goal is to write a business plan. A typical session in a design concurrent design facility can last for 3.5 hours, and the participating experts or people should have access to relevant computer tools, and efficient interdisciplinary collaboration is what one seeks to achieve to reach the goals and objectives of the sessions. And the importance of the sessions means that one must define a session plan that contains details about all the upcoming sessions. So in general, we can say that the process with the sessions should be planned early, and we should try to prepare as much as possible before we actually start working. And in your case, this means that we should plan how we should go forward to make the business plan. It says here that a typical session can last for 3.5 hours. That's a typical session in a concurrent design facility where people are physically present and together. Our experience is that in online sessions, 3.5 hours might be a bit too long. A session might last from 2 to 3 hours. That's usually demanding enough from the people, but also it shouldn't be too short, because you're actually going to work in the session. So when it comes to creativity and getting things done, it's important that the session have a certain length. We suggest a session plan with 4 sessions. That means that you, in this course, you should plan 4 sessions. We have given the session's name, and we will try to explain later what this means. But the first session is called a situation analysis. The second session is called a study of possibilities. The third session we call selection of solutions. And the fourth session we call final result approval. And our final result will be the business plan. So our recommendation for you, you should plan 4 work sessions to develop your business plan. And those 4 sessions should be after you have already discussed and agreed on the business idea that you will follow. We also recommend that you use Osterwalder business model as a template. The Osterwalder model, you might have learned it, or you will learn it in this course, and 9 topics. And all these topics will be covered in each session. The way we look at the 9 topics in each session, it will be different based on what the focus is in each of the sessions. In the first session, the one called situation analysis, we aim to describe the current situation. So if we take customer segments, for example, we try to look at what is the current situation in the customer segments. We will describe this in the first session. In the second session, or the next session, it's called a study of possibilities. We aim to describe relevant possibilities with respect to, for instance, customer segments for the upcoming business. In the third session, which is called selection of solution, we aim to select and define precisely the target customer segments for the upcoming business. And in the fourth session, which is called final result approval, we aim to finalize the business plan with an accurate description of the target segments. So here you can see that the customer segments was an example, but you see what we do. We start by taking the 9 Osterwalder elements, and we look what is the situation regarding these elements today. And the next thing we do, we look at, okay, this is the situation, but are there any possibilities? Are there any other possibilities that we might follow? And when we have described the possibilities that exist, then we move to the third session. And in the third session, then we take some solutions. Then we decide, okay, the customer segments might be like this or like that. There are many possibilities, but we should find which ones we should follow. And of course, the decisions we take regarding customer segments also will inflict on the other topics in the Osterwalder model. So in this way, we work with all the 9 topics through 4 sessions, and in the last sessions we should finalize our product. So there will be some work in between the sessions also. Maybe we should need some information, some background material. We need to check up something. We need to have maybe some small market analysis. We need to find some secondary relevant information or something. But the goal is that we move forward during these 4 sessions, and after the last session we will have a business plan, or in this case we will have a business model based on the Osterwalder canvas that you can use. Other things when it comes to requirements for the process, like I said, in this case you should align the process to the 9 elements of the Osterwalder business model, and we have made a list here. It says that here are the key elements of the process you should follow. Preparation: each participant becomes familiar with Osterwalder's 9 elements and consider them in the light of the upcoming business. Perhaps it's natural that someone takes special responsibility for particular areas. So this means that even all of you have learned general entrepreneurship theory, and even though all of you have learned something about Osterwalder, the Osterwalder canvas model, you might divide the focus among you when it comes to the 9 elements in the sessions. So then we have session 1. What is the situation for the upcoming business with respect to each of the 9 business model elements? Session 2, like I said earlier, what possibilities exist within each of the 9 elements? Session 3, what solutions should be selected among the possibilities? And in session 4, how should the wording of the business plan be? So this is the total process that we recommend that you follow. 4 sessions, use Osterwalder business model, and make sure that you have a different focus in each session. Start with situation analysis, then look at possible solutions, then select the solutions that are most suitable for the business idea and the total for the 9 elements, and finally try to finish the business model, business plan, and use the last the work session to go through the business plan and see that everything is correct.